Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. We had some technical difficulty. We were just making sure the bait was coming out correctly. So yeah, again, just very gently. You'll just need to gently apply pressure, and once you start getting the bait coming out, it should start flowing no problem. So we'd already made this small placement here just to give you an idea of the small the size of the placement. I'm just going to do another one right here. So just to give you an idea, normally I'd do it right in that crevice, but I'm just going to do it right there on the wood. So just small BB size placement like that. Here you can see again on the wall, and here's another good crevice. So you don't have to go too crazy, but just kind of spaced out a few. Unless you have a lot in that area, it's okay to maybe do a few more with some space in between. Another good place to mention is switch plates. You can do around them, but what's also good is to unscrew them and put a few placements around the back as well. With the refrigerator, if you do see some back here, you're probably not going to have as much luck just straight up baiting on the refrigerator. So one thing you can do, if you have like a dry bottle cap or some plastic straw, you can cut up the straw and just put a small dot like what we've done here, small BB placements inside a straw, and stick it under here. You can use a glue board if it will fit, just one of like the long rectangular glue boards, flat glue board, and make some small placements on the glue board. You just want to change it out regularly if there are roaches on there.
More than likely, they're going to end up using a straw, probably. So.
But the straw straw is quick and easy. You can also stick a few like inside the edges of a bottle cap and stick that back here as well. Anything that will just be easy for roaches who may be scurrying around back here to get to, that's going to be the best. But this one's definitely a problem area for sure. So you will want to be sure to check your cabinets high and low. Doesn't matter. They're usually they could be either or, high or low, but you do want to look, vacuum any activity out that you see. For the cabinets, I'm going to demonstrate. This one's just a little bit closer and easier to get to, but a really important place, just like I was saying before with the island, to hit the corners. Another good place to hit would be like underneath any kind of underneath these arms here, in the corner right underneath a shelf. Sometimes I've done in the back corners. In more severe cases, you can also use placement here. Just not.
That was a toy drop. Sorry, we have people knocking at our door. At least Austin thinks so. Nope. False alarm. They were dropping toys. Interrupt this moment from my beautiful face. We shall get back to the base placement soon. Puppy. Hey, Calypso, say hi to Aunt Johnny. Say hi to Aunt Johnny, Jasper. Hi, Aunt Johnny. Hi, Aunt Johnny. Say hello, guys. Jasper, sit. Sit, Jasper. You just sit. Yeah, you sat, Calypso. Sit, Jasper. No? Okay. Sit. Pound it, Grant Johnny. Pound it. Good boy.
Okay. So As I was saying, one place you can get is like in these arms here. You can make a small placement there. You can make a small placement in the corner if it's not touching on any of your things. So both up high, down low, wherever you need to go. But it can be good to get these corners, top and bottom. For small kitchen appliances, that's another favorite home base for roaches. So just be looking to vacuum out around them. See if there's anything to vacuum out. That is, pull them out from against the wall, turn them around. You can bait, of course, directly on them if need be, but you can also just use a glue board, or again, like maybe stick a small straw underneath or around them. If you've seen droppings around a switch plate, again, you can unscrew that switch plate, just pull it off, make a few small placements on the back side, screw it back on. But yeah, that's another thing to check, is just small appliances. Another favorite spot in less severe situations, which looks like y'all may be experiencing, if it's possible to pull out the stove. I'm not sure if it is at y'all's house, because I haven't tried it, but I actually haven't tried it here too, so let's see what happens. So this is another great spot where they like to hide, is like the corners on either side. People with perfectly clean homes, they suddenly have seen a roach, and what do you know, I found one in this area. So again, good to make a placement or two around here. You can also check if there's feces around here, around the edge of the microwave. If there's microwave, do they have a range? Yes, y'all do have a range. Okay, so can make placement, just small placements up here. But yeah, that's the biggest thing, is just checking behind all your appliances and all your kitchen appliances if possible, because that's another favorite spot. More so the fridge, because it's always giving off a little heat. But these corners, and just checking to make sure there's nothing crawling down there as well. You have a can of compressed air, you can always try flushing out the air around the burners. But that's only if you don't have electric. Now the biggest thing is inside, like these lower cabinets. I don't know if your cabinets have tracks like these. I can't honestly remember, but this is a great key place where you can, if you're finding them in the cabinets, you want to just make small placements here, like so. Hopefully we finally get some good lighting here. You can see I've just made some small placements, again, BB sized here, and that's also what's going to be key. Where you might really find some, though, if you vacuum some out of here and you think mission complete, what you'll also want to do is, where possible,
Take out
the drawer and make sure that you can look up in the corner. You can follow me now, huh? Because they also really like to hide up in the corners, in the back. They will also like to hide up in there. So if you find some there, you vacuum them up, send them, get rid of them. You can also make some placements up in here. And again, corners are the key. Might have to get a little uncomfortable. Pop open the drawer below, and it's kind of hard to film, but getting up in these corners right around here, I've had to stick my head around a cabinet like this. So again, another popular hiding spot is these corners here for the cabinets. I will sometimes trail some small BBs down, like all down this this on one side. Another place again, you can do the bottom corner if it's not getting into anything, not touching on anything. But that's a big thing, is just pulling out the drawers, seeing if there's anything back there, because that is a great place for them to hide that's easy to miss. If you're just, like if we're just getting the tracks along the drawer, that's great. But what you really want to do is just, if you're just trying to be really thorough about it, is to pull out as many drawers as you can to check up under there. While we're in this position, this is another great spot, depending on if there's a lip or not. But they may travel or be hiding out here. Here we have a nice gap, so that could be a great potential hiding place. And another one where I would want to just hit it with a few BB placements there. And you can see that a little bit better with the light. It's not very focused, but yeah, there we go. So we are putting our drawer back. Okay. So, after lifting Kristen, same procedure again, kind of follows with the sink, and I won't make her get back down. But up under the sink, you know, every sink's gonna look different. Ours just happens to have the pipe penetrations coming from from closer to the floor. Usually they're coming out of the back wall here, but around the piping here, you can make some small placements there. Again, hitting up your corners, both on the reverse here and on the outside here if there's a small gap. One place to check under the sink is around, if you've got these escutcheon plates, excuse me, if you've got the escutcheon plates at any point, that's another place. If they're loose, they can easily hide under those. So it doesn't hurt to make a few placements around that. Again, you can hit up the corners under the sink too. Sometimes they're hanging out around the sink, so any kind of small lips, if there's a window area, it can be good to hit up under these guys. More small appliances, we just happen to have the Ninja here, so it'd be good to pull these kind of things out. Keurig coffee machine, pull out any removable parts, because unfortunately with the heat that's emitted by these guys, it can make them a sweet spot for roaches to hide out in. So again, just checking your wall plates near the appliances. If you do see them on the appliance, you can make some small placements, like on the back. Sometimes I've actually done it where I've made small placements like on the top of the cord here. But again, you can whip out a straw if you have a glue board. Really the best thing is going to be vacuuming up any roaches you see and cleaning off their feces, because you obviously don't want gel bait all up in where your food's being actually made. But anywhere else, along back edges, and any other places that are away from where the food is actually being made, it's definitely possible to make placements. So that's another thing to check. That pretty well covers the kitchen area. We're gonna pause to look at the bathroom and bedroom upstairs.